Hello class, good morning. And today we are going to see a very important topic MySQL, how we will create a database, how we will execute the query. These all things today we will see. Then the next step is that we have to make a connectivity with our MySQL to our Python programs so we can make a good software also. Clear? So first of all, we have to learn MySQL. Come, we will see here how we will work on the MySQL. We have to open the MySQL like that, and here the first command is that we are going to see here show databases. It is a little different from the GUI. It is a CUI, command oriented. We have to write commands, then it will show all the works, and in the GUI already we can see. So how many databases are available? It is showing here. We have a information schema, diary, MySQL, performance, school, test, because. So my dear student, if you want to see the total number of database, you can see here. Okay. Then we have a command create database, and the name of the database. What is your syntax? After that, what we have to write? Name of the database. Mean that this structure is a common create database we have to write, and we have to give one space. And for example, I'm going to create a database for the LFS. Or if by mistake we have typed here first we are typing LFS semicolon, look here it is showing you already one database created. Again you are showing, so what is showing, can't create database, LFS database exist. So if you have a doubt, given the database will exist, it may not give the error, so we have to write here what, create database if not exist what, LFS. So look here, query okay, one row affected, one warning. And what is the warning? Warning that database is existing. Clear? That means already LFS name database is having there. So to create a database, we have a two command, create database LFS. Create database if not exist LFS. That means you have a doubt why this name database created, then errors will come. You want error will not come. If it is already created, no problem, we can use it. We want to know by this name database existing or not, so we have to use this command. So it may tell here one database is available here, one row is affected. Then after look here, if we want to get inside the database, then we have to write here what, use LFS. So database is changed. That means now whatever the things you will do, it will work under the database LFS. That means you are inside the database LFS. So if we want to see here ki how many tables are there, so which command we have to write? Show tables. There is no any tables. Come, we will go to the some other database. Above lot of names are showing here. We are using views because now we have to write the command show tables. Look here inside the tab, inside the, because we have a table student. If we want to see the structure of the student table, so what we have to write, describe students. So look here, it is showing how many fields, how many attributes are used, what are the type of the field, it is a null value, it is a primary value or not, is all things it is showing. So first command, we have to create a database, then we have to use the database. Semicolon is a compulsory, use LFS semicolon at the last of the command. Now we are inside the database. Then if we want to remove the database, then what we will write here, drop database LFS. Look here, if you write again use LFS, it will show unknown database, because drop database is a command that you use to delete the database from the MySQL. So if you have deleted, then you cannot use. And again what we have to do, we have to create a database if not exists LFS. So look here, this command is very interesting. Create database if not exist. If the database is existing, it may show one warning, and if the database is not available, so only you will get query okay, one no affected. That means LFS is created. So look here, use LFS. We are inside the LFS. Now we are going to create a table. So to create a table, we have to write here syntax create table. Then after we have to write the name of the table. I am going to create a table of the student. Then bracket, or you can come to the next line and from here bracket, and then you have to give here the field details, how many fields you want to create. I want one ID, data type is int, comma. So look here, what are the way of writing? Okay, first I have to write the name of the column. Name of the column is the ID. Then space, I have to write the data type. Which type of data type I want? I want integer. And then if we have other concentrate, yeah, I don't want null value here. Clear? So we have to write here what? Not null, comma. I want to make a primary key here. So not null. Then we will write here what? Primary key. Then comma, we have to write here name, f name. It will be the what? For 40 character, and it will also become a what? Not null. I want L name. It also become like a what? Char 40, and it can be null. And then I want contact number. So char 40, and then semicolon. Okay. So look here, one table is created. If you want to see the details of the table, so write down here describe student. Look here, I have created one IT ID. The data type is a int. It is showing here. Not null. That means the value will not become empty. The value is required. You can't insert blank value here. You have to enter some value. That is a means of not null. Null means empty value. Not null means in this field we have to enter some values. Then it is a primary key. You all know that in this column you can't insert any duplicate value, and this is a default value we do not have. So that's why it is showing here null. Null means blank. Then we have a first name. We have a first name. How many character we can insert maximum? 40. And it will also not become empty. That means every time whenever we are going to store some record, the first name must have some value, and it is a not primary key. Default value we do not have, just contact like that. So this is a way to create a what? Table. If you want key the field may contain some null value, no need to write here. Like first value I have written int, not null, then primary key, like that. This is called constraint. Constraint means conditions that database automatically apply on this particular field. So we have given the conditions not null. That means in this field value must be stored. That's why we have given not null. If we want in this field value will optional, it may be store or it may be not store. We write here. We will not write anything. And if we want this field will be the primary key, so we have to write here primary key. So like that we have to create here. Okay, I hope you have understand these all things. So look here, this is a way to create a table. Already you have studied out in a class 11th. I know you have remember. If you not remember, no problem, we will see. Create table is done. Now if we are going to insert the value inside the table, how we will insert? Insertion is in a two way. Either you may select the columns in which columns you are going to insert the value, either from first to last how the structure of the table is there you may give. The first value will go to which one? ID. The second value will go to the f name. So how we will insert? For the insert we have a command insert into. Insert into, that is the command where we have to insert. So we have to write here name of the table. Then if we want to insert sequentially in all columns, so we have to write here values. The first value, it may go to the ID. So we are writing here ID is 1001. One thing you have to keep in your mind, if the value is a numeric, yeah, digit, yeah, we have selected the field value for the ID int, so we have to write the numeric value without double quotes. If it is a string value, character value, or data type, or except integer, so we have to write what? In a double quotes. So ID is integer value, so we have to write without double quotes, then comma. We have to write here first name, for example, my name, Vikas. Second name, what we have, Srivastav. And then contact 800949281 and semicolon. Look here. One value is inserted. If you want to see the value, what is the command? Select asterisk from student. Look here, one value is shown there. Now we want, I may not insert all field value. I will insert only ID, first name only. So how we will write? Insert into student and the name of the column where you are going to insert the value. ID comma what? F name. And then values, and after that we have to write the two values only, whatever the fields we have written here. I have written here Ratan. Okay, because the ID field is a primary key. Very good, clear. My mistakenly, but it is a very good example. ID is the primary key and already we have inserted this IDs, so we can't insert again this ID. The primary key feature, it will not allow to enter the duplicate entry. So here we have to change 1002 and enter. Look here, again value is inserted. So there are the two way to insert the value inside the database. I can insert into student values, but my dear students, you have to keep in your mind, if you are going to insert direct values, so you have to remember the sequences that is stored in your table. If you are not remembering the sequences and you are going to insert by using this, so you have to write the command that name is a describe student. It will show the sequences. The first value is a what? ID. The second value will go to the f name. Third value will go to the L name, and fourth value will go to the contact. So according to these sequences, you have to pass the value inside the values functions. First value is the ID, type is an integer, that's why we have written direct without any single quotes. Second value is a character, so we are writing. Third value is L name, look here. Fourth value is this one. So this is a way we can enter the value inside the table. Now we are going to also see about the data integrated throughout the concentrate. What is a constraint? Look here. We are going to discuss about the constraint. So look here, we will come to here and we will open the notepad for the notes, and we are writing here what we are going to discuss about the constraints. A constraint in a general form It generally refers to a condition, or a check. Yeah, we can say it is a check that is applied to a column. That means why we are applying the concentrate. If we have any particular conditions key, that much below value will not come to this table. If anybody is inserting, the data will not insert. Clear, this field will not become empty. Always in this field unique values will come. Like that we have a different type of concentrate. So what is a concentrate? Whenever the user is going to insert the data inside the table, this concentrate automatically checked by the database according to this condition is correct or not. For example, when we have created this table, what concentrate we have given? Not null concentrate. So that means in this always user has to enter some value. For example, look here, we have written here in this one. Again, I will show you. Insert into. Then we have to write data type. Then we have to write the what? And data type, it can be in this format, in that data type name, then in the bracket we have to write here what? Size. It can be also like that, space. Then we have to write here what? Column constraint. And then comma, again another column name, that is a column name 1, this is a column name 2, like that we have to follow. So come here, once again we will see how many type of this one, comma, again column name 2, column name 2, data type of this one, then again what, maybe the column concentrate, like that we can do. So this is a way to use the concentrate, sorry, concentrate, constraint